Namaste and a very good morning, students. I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves and reading a lot of books. Children's stories are a great source of knowledge and entertainment. They take you on an adventurous journey into an imaginary world. And we all love listening to stories. Sometimes, while listening to stories or while reading a storybook, we even forget where we are. So, I am going to begin today's session with an interesting story which I am sure you all are going to love.
This is the story of a small village situated in a calm valley in Spain. There was a girl named Samantha who lived with her parents in this village. One day, her father assigned her a simple task. He told Samantha to take 3 vessels filled with boiling water. He placed an egg in one vessel, a potato in the second vessel, and some tea leaves in the third vessel. He asked Samantha to keep an eye on the vessels for about 10 to 15 minutes while the 3 ingredients in 3 separate vessels boiled. After the said time, he asked Samantha to peel the potato and egg and strain the tea leaves. Samantha was left puzzled. She understood her father was trying to explain her something, but she didn't know what it was. Puzzled, she asked her father the purpose behind this activity. Father looked at Samantha and smiled. He explained that all 3 ingredients were put in the same circumstances. See how they have responded differently. He said that the potato turned soft, the egg turned hard, and the tea leaves changed the color and taste of the water. He further said, "We all are like one of these items. When adversity calls, we respond exactly the way these things do. Now, are you a potato, an egg, or tea leaves? It is up to you to decide." Samantha understood what her father was trying to tell her.
So, children, I hope you liked the story. We learn that every one of us faces some kind of difficulty at some point of time in life. It is important that how we respond and how we come out of this situation. So, stories are both for entertainment and for sending across a message. That is the moral of the story. How interesting it would be if you could write stories on your own. So, children, today I am going to teach you how to write short stories, which involves a few skills and a lot of creativity. So, let's begin this journey of story writing.
Story writing. So let's first try to understand what a story is. A story is a narrative of real or imaginary events involving real or imaginary people. So basically, story is a narration of events whether they are real or imaginary. Further, it usually revolves around a single incident. So we try to elaborate a single incident in one story. A story is generally designed to entertain or to send across a message. Now we need to know how to write an effective and interesting story. While there is no given format as such for story writing, there is a basic structure one can follow. It helps construct a story in an understandable manner and keeps the flow of the story. You may write it in 3 to 4 paragraphs depending upon the need of the story. Now we are going to discuss these paragraphs in detail. So let us talk about the beginning or the first paragraph. Firstly, set the story in a certain time and place. You must have come across some often used beginnings to stories like once upon a time or a long time ago. However, you can get more creative and begin your story in some unique manner. Secondly, make the beginning as interesting as possible. Here, you may talk about the place where the story is set in or the time period which you are mentioning in your story. Thirdly, in this paragraph, introduce your characters, their relationships, or the main incident and its consequence. Next is the plot or the second paragraph. This is the place where the actual narration of the story will happen. The events that occur or the description of the situation will be written in this plot. A plot must always have a conflict, which is the focus of any story. That means the main problem which your hero or the lead character of your story is facing. This paragraph could be divided into 2 or more paragraphs, and you may include dialogues here. And finally, the climax or the concluding paragraph. This is where the story will come to its logical conclusion. Always end your story in an interesting manner. You may also write the moral of the story here. Now, children, there are certain important points we need to keep in mind if we want to write a really exciting, interesting, and extraordinary story. So, firstly, make sure you give your story an exciting and appropriate title. The title is the first impression you made on the reader. Children, at times we write the story first, and after finishing our story, we decide the title which goes with the theme of the story. You may do that, but finish your story and then write your title at the top of the story. Secondly, make sure that the facts you include in your story are accurate. This means if you are going to write any facts, fact means something which is true, then that fact has to be accurate. You cannot make guesses or you cannot write estimates there. Thirdly, the story must flow fluently. If there is a series of events taking place, make sure the flow has some order. That is, one incident after the other, then the other, they follow some sequence. The reader must not be confused. So if you are writing a lot of incidents, you may jot them down in your rough notebook and then put them in an order and then write them in your story, so that whoever is reading your story doesn't get confused with various events that are happening. Next is that we need to use as many adjectives and adverbs to describe the characters and situations. Just to remind you, adjectives are words that describe a noun. So you may use adjectives to describe your characters, and adverbs are words that describe an action or a verb. So you may use adverbs to describe actions taking place in your story. Just for an example, I have written here the poor old woman. So poor and old are words that are describing this woman. Looked tired and confused. Again, tired and confused are adjectives describing the woman. Or the tall skinny boy wore a weird smile on his face. So boy is being described by adjectives tall and skinny, and smile is being described by the adjective weird. So such should be your description so as to make your story interesting. The next point is very important because children often make this mistake of repeating words like and or then, sentence after sentence. So instead, you may use expressions like at first or soon or later in the day or eventually, finally, and so on. So avoid using the word and again or then. That makes the story sound very boring. Next, bring out a moral of the story if any, though it is not always required. For example, if it is a humorous story or a horror story, there might not be a moral at the end of the story. So if there is a moral, you may write it. Lastly, do not mix up tenses while writing. We generally write stories in past tense. Though sometimes stories might be written in present tense also, but whatever tense you are writing, you must follow it strictly. So, if you are writing your story in past tense, you may use a combination of simple past and past continuous. So, children, that's it from my side. If you keep these points in mind, I am sure you'll be able to write a very interesting story. So, I conclude this presentation here with the hope that you have enjoyed it and you are going to write short stories of your own. So, thank you and have a nice day.